everybody, Branco Turco here, and welcome to the losses reaction. I'm doing 2 reactions in one row. Let's do this.
In a previous story, I basically described the Bickerstown Road Bridge as a double-edged sword. While
competition.
the island much easier, the same was true of potential competitors. Unfortunately, the Skarloey Railway was more affected by this than we were. By the time of this story, buses and lorries had taken away a lot of their work. To make matters worse, the Boxford Ballast Mine was on the brink of closing. Back in 1965, the operators discovered it was running out of stone. By their estimates, the site would run dry within 2 years. Ever since, the trains had gotten smaller and smaller. Eventually, the managers announced they would shut down 6 weeks after this story begins. And in that time, the SKR suffered its most tragic loss.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry about Sir Handel, lads. Thank you, Bertie. He was a good man.
Rest in peace, Mr.
Really
Brown.
Was. I still can't believe he's gone. The man survived Verdun, Passchendaele, and the Somme, only to...
The what now? The what? The what? The what? The what?
He was a good man. He was. He really was. I still can't believe he's gone. The man survived Verdun, Passchendaele, and the Somme, only to snuff it from a heart attack.
The what?
God has a sick sense of humor. I wouldn't blame God or anyone else for his passing if I were you, youngster. There wouldn't be any point. And it's not what he would have wanted. No, he wouldn't have. Rest in peace, Hans. Amen.
Wait,
when I was
Hans?
going to get back to work, he would also want us to carry on. Too bad I don't have any work to do. Don't you have a goods train to collect from the yard? I did, but when I arrived to pick it up, the yardmaster said it had been cancelled, and I suppose there was a lorry there with...
Also, another thing, I wonder if maybe after this, Sir Handel will be called, Falcon will end up being renamed to, Sir Handel in his honor. Because it's really weird, like, it's very different, because until now in the TV show, they would have been Sir Handel and Peter Sam. So, yeah.
Fizzling fireboxes. Talk about deja vu. How's that? You're joking, right? We're constantly losing jobs to the roads and an important industry is on its last legs. What does that sound like? It doesn't sound like the Mid-Sodor Railway. Yes, we'll lose the mine, but we still have the slate quarry, which is doing a roaring trade, even with that dodgy winch. Not to mention our tourist numbers remain strong, but will that be enough to keep us going? You can always ask Mr. Mannering about that. Who's Mr. Mannering? Our new gov. He used to be our director of finance. Is he a bean counter like Mr. Watson? No, he's much more reasonable. He came up with the budget that allowed us to expand into the Notchwind Valley, so he knows his stuff. Let's hope it'll be enough to keep us open. If it's any consolation, Stuart, I don't enjoy taking work away from you. I'm just doing my job. I know, Bertie. I don't blame you for that. The problem is it doesn't make much difference. You're prospering while we're floundering. You're overreacting, Stuart. I wouldn't call our losses devastating. Merely a hiccup. I wonder what we'll lose next to this hiccup. Hello, Stuart. What are you doing here, Onslow? Fishing? You're taking the daily catch?
Yeah, fishing.
Not anymore. The little kipper's been cancelled. Then why are you here? Because I didn't get a chance to tell him before he left. Sorry about that, Duncan. It's all right, Mr. Mannering. And congratulations on getting the nod, by the way. Thank you. I wish it were under better circumstances. I hope I can live up to the same standards set by Sir Handel. Sir Handel would have made sure to tell us about any changes to the schedule. Again, I'm sorry about that. I've been very busy. Then why are you here, sir? It wasn't just to apologize, was it? No, I'm having lunch with Onslow's manager. Mr. Norton's waiting for you over at Neptune Refreshments, sir. Then I'd best be off. Don't want to keep him waiting. That's odd. Why is he meeting with your gov? All I know is Mr. Norton was the one who arranged it. Maybe he wants to buy the railway. I'm sure he'll get a decent price for it. What's got your coupling in a twist? I don't like that you lot keep stealing work from us. I'm not stealing anything. I'm just doing my... Yes, I know. That doesn't mean I have to like it. I'm sure you don't, Duncan. I'm not happy about losing the kipper, but ever since BR cancelled theirs, I've had a feeling mine was living on borrowed time. So that's it. You're going to let it go without a fight? What else can I do? Steady on, Stuart, or you'll knock me out of this cab. Again. Sorry, I'm just very
Wait, when?
stand up. Obviously, I spoke to Falcon the other day. He was worried about you, but not the railway. Shouldn't friends put each other before their company? Do you want to talk about it? If you spoke to Falcon, then you'll know why I'm so ticked off. Because we keep losing business to the roads. Yes, and there isn't a damn thing we can do about it. Doesn't that make you angry? Not really. If they were boasting about their windfall, that would be a different story. But they're not. Was it different back on the Mid-Sodor Railway? Well, no. But I keep coming back to the same issue. Their intention doesn't matter. The MSR still...
I love the sound
because of
effects in the
them.
background to
Now
make it
I'm
more
worried they'll take
industrial.
this one. I don't want to lose another home scar, Loie. Nobody does, Stuart, but I think you're overestimating the impact they've had. If we were in dire straits, I'm sure Sir Handel would have told us, don't you think? Yes, he would have. He was very open about our situation on the MSR, and I'm sure Mr. Mannering will be the same. Assuming we can trust him, why would he meet with the owner of Norton Trucking? I don't know.
Also, why would this Mr. Mannering dude be the controller, not Mr. Percival? That sounds it sounds a little different, as is the Fat Controller retiring, not being the Fat Controller retirement. Like, yeah, the Northwestern Railway not being taken over by Sun, like my version of Season 6. You know, I am actually going to feature, like, the episodes from Season 6 are going to be in Season 7 of my version of Stories of Sodor. I'm going to adapt episodes from Season 6 and, in the future, 7 into my version of Season 7 and have only 10 episodes, because after that the movie comes, the Stories of Sodor movie, which is going quite well. I have, like, 80% of the voice cast, or actually 90% of the voice cast is complete, and I'm about 50%, or wait, maybe like 20% of the script. So yeah, it's going rather well. Alright, let's continue.
But it would be wrong to assume it was anything untoward. Give the man a chance. Ask him about his meeting and the welfare of the railway. I'm sure he'd be open to a discussion. I'll think about it. I don't know if Stuart actually tried to talk to his new manager, but even if he did, it wouldn't have mattered. For the next week, Mr. Mannering was practically unreachable as he attended back-to-back meetings. One of these was with Mr. Watson, which unsettled many nerves. Ever since he became controller, he made no secret of his intention to cancel the transfer contract British Rail had with the SKR. In all fairness, this was justified, as the service had been unprofitable for some time. However, it was the primary source of goods coming in and out of the railway. Not to mention, we were the ones that transported the SKR's ballast and slate. If this arrangement was ended, the effects could be devastating, and while the arrangement was ended, Mr. Mannering was unperturbed. In fact, he admitted to his engines that he had been the one to terminate the contract. Why would you do that? Because we were going to lose it anyway. But don't panic. The cancellation won't take effect for another month. After that, all inbound and outbound freight will be handled by Norton Trucking. Really, sir? They're going to work with us? Why? It seems there's been a lot of competition for jobs around our railway. Too much, apparently. All the trucking companies have been undercutting each other and are barely making any money. They've had to make cutbacks, which is affecting their performance. The clients can't be too happy about that. They're not. Some have already expressed an interest in coming back to us. Well, if we're going to regain our lost jobs, why do we need the help of a trucking company? Weren't you listening, youngster? We still need a way of bringing freight in and out of the railway. And Norton Trucking is the only group willing to do that. If this partnership does any good, I'll be making a similar offer to the Sodor Bus Company. Oh, wacko. What's wrong, Stuart? I thought you'd be happy. I'm sorry, sir. I'm just not chuffed at the idea of working alongside those who crippled us in the first place. I agree it's not ideal, but it's better than losing our goods and passenger traffic altogether. Maybe, sir, but this feels like befriending the burglar that robbed your house. That doesn't really apply here,
What?
Stuart. Nobody stole anything. The roads presented an alternative, and the customers went with them. So it's the public's fault? It's nobody's fault. Even if someone was to blame, that's not going to make things better. Working together with our new partners will. Can I trust you to do that? Yes, sir, you can. Well, it looks like your gov did buy the railway. Mr. Norton made an offer and your manager accepted. And would he have made that offer if his company was doing well? Probably not, but it isn't, and I'm glad he's taking steps to fix that. I don't want to lose another home. What did you say? I said I don't want to lose another home. So you've several times. I would join a company and things would be all right for a while. Then the work would dry up, or they would cut costs, or they would underbid on a contract so we'd operate at a loss. And when I heard how much we were undercutting the competition here, I thought to myself, here we go again. Whistling fireboxes. How do you cope with that? By remembering the old saying, such is life. Things will inevitably go wrong, and when they do, I prefer
Wait,
to have
how
12
is
of
the...
them. It
Wait,
won't make the
it
situation
looks...
any better.
It looks weird having a narrow gauge engine be small compared to a literal like truck, like, or a lorry. Like, whoa. To me, it just looks. It looks so funny to me.
No, it won't. Thank you, Onslow. You've given me a lot to think.
What's that?
What on earth is happening up there?
Oh no.
Oh no! Everyone get clear! Ow! Damn safety valve!
Trucks. Peter Sam shut his eyes. Wait. Anzo, what are you doing? Wait. Whoa. What are you doing? Anzo. Oh my god. Oh my god. He saved Stuart.
How you doing, Onslow? I've been better. What happened with those trucks? That dodgy winch gave out again. I thought we fixed it, but obviously not. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sure you did.
Well, this is an adaptation. This is the second adaptation we've had of Trucks, or as the US people call it, Rusty Helps Peter Sam. Oh, I hate that episode title so much. Like Rusty Helps Peter Sam. Like, I get it. Rusty does help Peter Sam, but that's not the focus of the fucking episode. Like, my god. Like, also, I think it would have been cool if the trucks had crashed into Peter Sam and Stuart. Sorry, he would have gotten his new funnel. Like, it would have just been cool. Also, why didn't Stuart get his new funnel back on the mid-Sodor? You know, the Giesel funnel.
Mean for it to malfunction again, Rusty. Such is life. And you didn't have to risk yours to save mine, so why did you? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, and I have no idea why. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Not to worry. Just don't expect me to.
Wow, Anzo's character arc.
I know exactly how you're feeling. This is giving me deja vu. How's that? So I told him the story about my cracked funnel, and he was in hysterics by the end. Did you mention the drain pipe? Why do you think he was laughing?
Peter Sampson again.
He will be. According to Mr. Norton, he'll be back delivering packages in a few weeks.
Peter Sampson again and again. His new funnel will put us to shame. Went into the tunnel and lost his old funnel. Now his famous new funnel is a drain. Wait, so much stuff from the TV show was not brought in Stories of Sodor, and it's kind of sad because it's great. And when we did get Thomas and Friends stuff in Stories of Sodor, it was mostly like pre-season 5. We need more like episodes after season 5. Brenner era. A couple episodes from the Hit era would have actually been good. Hector the Horrid, Thomas and the Fireworks Display, Magic Lamp. I can also kind of see that. What else? What could also be? Edward the Great. Basically, like half the episodes from season 8, and then the Brenner era. And also other episodes from bad eras, like Hunt the Truck, Free the Roads, School of Duck,
Is this going to affect our partnership, sir? No. He understands it was an accident. One that nearly took out you, Stuart. How are you doing? I'd feel better if I wasn't so embarrassed. About what? My behavior, sir. It's been appalling. I'm so sorry about that. And I'm sorry for whining about the loss of the Mid-Sodor Falcon. I need to let it go. Don't worry, Stuart. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about the MSR from time to time, and that I wasn't slightly concerned the SKR might end up like it. Then allow me to put your mind at ease. It's not going to. Even if we shut down all freight and passenger services, we'll be just fine. Really, sir? How? Tourism, it accounts for nearly 60% of our revenue. At one point, Sir Handel wanted to convert this line into a heritage railway. Why didn't he?
Ooh.
I talked him out of it. I told him it's never a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. But the heritage plan is on standby in case our partnership doesn't work. I'm sure it will, sir. And if it doesn't, well, such is life. I'm pleased to say the partnership between the Skarloey Railway and Norton Trucking was a huge success. Both companies benefited enormously from this arrangement and even beat out much of the competition. Indeed, the demand for their services became so great that the yard at Crovan's Gate had to be redeveloped to accommodate it. Their alliance became stronger after the Sodor Bus Company joined in. Thankfully, this powerhouse of a union didn't abuse its position. It treated its customers extremely well and is still around to this day. As for the Boxford Ballast Mine, it closed down shortly before the transfer contract with British Rail ended. It was then turned into a museum and became quite the popular tourist attraction. Not long after this happened, Mr. Mannering came to his engines and told them about the secret project he and Sir Handel had been working on for the past 2 years. But that is a
Arlesdale
story
Railway.
for another day.
Ooh, Arlesdale Railway. Ooh, now this is interesting. Wait, are the Arlesdale engines actually built on Sodor? Or are they just imported to Sodor and they're just at Crovan's Gate for, like, transportation? I wonder, but it would be cool to see the Arlesdale engines built on Sodor and perhaps maybe see their first firing. So Losses was great. I kind of preferred this to Limits because I thought this one had a bit more going on and it was very cool. I liked it. Yes, it may be short, but it was like season 5, and season 5 was the best season ever, in my opinion. Like, okay, maybe there ought to be some controversy with that, but season 5 is my personal favorite, in my opinion. And it had a lot going on, just like this episode. And overall, it's a great one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.